Games left before Christmas, and these are two games that you certainly have to have circled on your calendar when you put the schedule together. We're starting this series out at USC, and we're going to return the game to Washington on Wednesday. So SC's picked fourth in their league. It's been an NCAA tournament team. A couple really good players in this Boogie Ellis and the kid Drew Peterson, who's a real tough cover, kind of a 6'9" three-man, which will be very interesting because we've got two out of our three guards on the floor at all time are small. And so what they'll do is they'll try to isolate any of our guards down in there, and they play through him in the post. So it'll be an interesting, kind of an interesting matchup. They're better defensively than they are offensively. Like us, they block a lot of shots. They do it more packing in. A lot of bodies in the lane, a lot of length, a lot of size. So just, kind of figuring out right now is, we obviously played last night, and I've had all morning to work on them. We did some work on them this summer, so I've got a little bit of an idea of what we got. First true road game. So first of three true road games in the non-conference. We are the only Power 5 team in college basketball this year that has three true road games against other Power 5 teams at USC, at Washington, and at West Virginia. Excited about going out to the West Coast and taking the team out there. We have got a great LA Auburn club. They're doing an endowment scholarship, and they're asking those that are attending the game to make a gift in any amount to the scholarship. And they're going to try to see if they get raise $125,000 and endow a scholarship, which would be really cool. So we'll practice this afternoon, and we'll practice tomorrow morning, and then we leave out of Atlanta sometime in the afternoon tomorrow.
If you have a question, just raise your hand. Nathan?
Bruce, you've talked about it a couple of times, the way this series came to be, but how did the specifics of something like that work when Brent Crouch comes over?
Yeah.
USC, do you just get told, like, hey, we want you to schedule this
No,
game?
I mean, I didn't get told. I mean, Alan asked me, but it's like when your boss asks you, hey, would you do this? It's kind of like when your wife asks you, would you do this? Yes, sir. Yeah, okay. I was happy to do it. Look, SC is a great program. It's a great athletic program, and Andy Enfield does a great job. And we want to play against other good teams, and the fact that we could attract such a great volleyball coach, and then obviously this year, we got a chance to experience the fruits of his labor with a great program and a young program. And it's ironic that it's a lot of irony this weekend. Right now is the women's Final Four for women's volleyball. And our team just, had a great run, and we're going to go play this game at USC. Series started because of him getting out of his buyout, I believe, is what the particulars were. So good stuff. Happy to do it.
Advice?
Just anything further on Wendell, and then now that you've had a little bit of time from that game yesterday, what are you looking for to kind of maybe putting in practice to improve on?
Well, it's interesting because obviously our defensive numbers were pretty good, and yet there were still a lot of breakdowns. It's like one of the things that you wish is I wish I could go back and go, oh man, if I'd have just done that, or if we guarded it a certain way, we did something a little different, we'd have been fine. But I go back and say, no, the way we were supposed to guard it was the way to guard it, we just didn't. And so, we just got to continue to get better at what we do. That said, with about in the first 15 minutes of the first half, Georgia State only scored 15 points. In the second, but they scored 15 or 16 in the last 5 minutes of the first half. And then in the second half, I don't have the stat sheet in front of me. I mean, I thought we played really good defense. So really, truly, there was only about a 5-minute stretch at the end of the first half where we turned it over and didn't get very good looks, and they knocked out a couple of three balls, which they really aren't known for. So I'd say for about 30 minutes we were pretty good defensively. offensively, they fouled us a lot. I mean, we got to the rim a lot and they fouled us a lot. So we went to the foul line a lot. And sometimes you can't score baskets when they're hanging on to you. That said, I thought we continued to miss a few open shots that were pretty good looks in the first half, and that led to the low scoring first half. Second half, obviously, we got great looks and shot a good percentage. So Georgia State was very fast, very quick, and controlled the tempo of the game. So we weren't able to really speed them up because they were so fast and so quick. Therefore, it was a few lower possession game. One got like 49 shots off. That's a function of the fact that they were really patient and try to shoot late in the clock. What are they trying to do? They're trying to keep it close and see if they can steal it at the end. That's what I would do in that situation. So you can't really worry too much about the margin. That's sort of how they've played. With the exception of the game at Northeastern, they've lost 3 games by 1 point. So, anyways, we just keep working on us, and we've got to get better. As I said after the game last night, the last 3 games: Colgate, Memphis, and Georgia State. We have to play better on both sides of the ball in order to win these, continue to be able to win. And then Wendell will not practice today or tomorrow, but he will make the trip, and we'll just evaluate him. I think the issue there would be that flight going out there Friday. If he was to practice and aggravate that thing, so we really won't know until probably until Saturday or Sunday.
So like a true game time decision, basically?
At this point, we'll figure out whether it's going to practice Saturday.
Oh, gotcha. Oh,
For
Bruce, we've talked about like the Israel trip and the Cancun trip, like helping these guys kind of come together, bringing together more as a team. How much does an in-season trip like this, where they're out of school and you're just playing ball for a week on the West Coast, how much can that kind of keep you growing?
Well, I think the other thing too is, listen, for me and for others at the university and staff, it's nice to have the campus quiet, right? But for the guys, I mean, it's the worst time of the year for them to be here, right? And so there's nothing going on. And so I'm sure they're thrilled to be able to get out and go. And I mean, like, we're going to try to go out in LA and see some things. Same thing in Seattle. We'll go to the fish market. We're going to go to a Clippers game on Saturday. I think it's so important to be able to get out and experience things, right? And see some different things. And, we're there to take care of business, but still, that's I'm sure they're looking forward to that. And, all of us are looking, forward to a day and a half off for Christmas.
Mark.
Ho, ho, ho.
Bruce, how concerned are you about the rebounding the last 5 games, plus a lot of offensive rebounds?
I'm concerned about our rebounding. I'm concerned about our field goal percentage. I'm concerned about our free throw percentage. I'm concerned about our assist turnover ratio. This is a good team trying to become a very good team, and so it's clearly it's clearly in the making. You wouldn't like it to be at this. We've had enough games to we should be further down the road than we are right now. So we're still trying to come together. It was great to see Trey play well, and Jalen was the best player on the floor last night, which was great. I do think that give him a pass a little bit in the Memphis game because he come off that COVID situation. Jalen's probably going to get a lot of attention because he played so well, but it was really, really good to see. I thought Janai did a lot of things for us that were really, really good. And we probably need to play through him a little bit more. So there are bright spots for sure. We just, again, for me, my hope and my where I feel positive is I know we've got some guys that can play better. And when they do and when we do, we got a fighting chance. But, it's time.
Got time for a couple more. Hope.
Hey Bruce, just talk about the timing of these 2 road games. You haven't had true road games. You're kind of trying to find yourself. You got conference play on the other side. Do you think it's a good time to go out there and just figure some things out, good or bad, on the road a little bit?
Well, I think being on the road when school's out is a great thing. I think it's a great thing. I think being on the road when the kids have got classes and finals and stuff like that, the trip to Cancun obviously, took some time, but that was during the Thanksgiving break. So I like to try not to, when I don't have to, travel too much road games while school's going on. So I think it's a good time. Look, the schedule is going to get tougher, and so why not let it have tougher before Christmas versus when we open up against Florida at home? All these games, as I said after the game last night, we have to play better if we're going to be able to beat USC or Washington or Florida or the teams in the SEC. That's where we're at. We play the way we're playing right now, we won't win.
Schultz.
Bruce, do you have a go-to holiday movie?
Man, it don't matter. Christmas Vacation's strong,
Yeah, that's
right? But I mean, it's just Christmas music and watching movies and eating way too much is all. And I'm gonna take I'm gonna take a day and a half off. I
Do you
am.
have anything on your wish list?
What? The hard thing has been not hard. My wife is like, let's just do for others. She won't even let me buy her anything. She just wants me to take the money and do more charity work. And I'm just saying that's what we all be praying about, and we're so blessed. So my wife don't want nothing, but the kids do. And as the kids get older, the gifts get more expensive too. That's what y'all gonna find out. They don't want a Tonka truck. They want a truck.
Why are you looking at me?
We'll finish up with your bias.
BP, when they went to Israel, you had some interesting travel tips. Do you have any for the West Coast, and can you catch fish?
I get if they throw the big fish in Seattle, I'll grab that thing. 2 hands. No, just I love again the opportunity to see different parts of the country, and so that's what I'm excited about. Seattle, we're supposed to have quite a bit of weather up there, maybe even some storms. So my day and a half off may be cut into, we'll see. But different challenges. I'm sure the kids will be, obviously be excited about playing, and we just got to really work on us.
Okay.
Thanks, Bruce.
Thanks.